Now, so I will separately take the statical induced EMF and rotational induced EMF, because statical induced EMF deals with transformer, rotational induced EMF deals with induction motor. Okay. Now I want to talk about dynamical induced EMF, that is for DC generator. For that I am going in stage by stage. I am going. Tell me, EMF is induced in a DC generator is what? Statical or dynamically? EMF is generated in DC generator. Statical, dynamical, rotational. Which one? DC generator in EMF. I mean DC generator, dynamic. Okay. So what is the induced EMF relation? B L V sin theta, correct? Is it BLV sin theta? Is it BLV sin theta? Correct? BLV sin theta, right? What is E maximum? What is B maximum? What is E maximum? BLV. Yes. Why? When you will get E maximum, when you will get? When you will get E maximum? When theta equals to 90 degrees. Perfect. Tell me how to write flux density. Flux density is nothing but phi by area of the core, na? Phi by area of the core, right? Phi by area of the core into length into tell me, what is velocity? What is the difference between velocity and angular velocity? I don't know, just I'm asking. Tell me, what is the difference between velocity and angular velocity? Difference between velocity and angular velocity? You're riding a bike. You're riding a bike on a road, like on a highway. Tell me, that you will call a velocity or angular velocity? You are riding a bike on a highway. You are moving with some 60 km per hour, 70 km per hour. That you will call it as a velocity or angular velocity? Velocity. But if you are driving the same bike in a circular motion, then that is called? If you are moving or driving a bike in a circular motion, then that is called what? Angular velocity. Then how to write that angular velocity? How to write that velocity in terms of angular velocity? Can I write omega into r? Can I write like that? Can I write like that? Any doubts? Can I write velocity is nothing but omega into radius? Radius means what? Angular velocity is nothing but what? Circular motion, na? From here, it is making a radius, right? If you go this side also, radius is same or different? First you tell me, is it same or different radius? Come on, radius same or different? Same. You go anywhere, radius is same, right? Angular. Tell me, 360 degrees, how we will write in radians? Tell me, 360 degrees, na? One circular is equal to 360 degrees. One revolution if you do, one revolution is nothing but 360 degrees. Can I say that? What is 360 degrees? Can I write 2 pi? Can I write 2 pi? If you are moving in a linear velocity, I will write 2 pi. Correct or not? If it is angular velocity, I will write 2 pi r. I hope you understand what I said. Yes or not? Clear, right? So, come on. Phi by what is the area of the core? Flux density. Area of the core. Area of the core. Flux density. Area of the core. What is that? Tell me first of all, what is your core circular cross section, na? Your core is a circular cross section, right? What is that? First of all, you tell me how an EMF induced. What is the statement of dynamical induced EMF? What is the statement of dynamical induced EMF? A group of conductors rotating inside a magnetic field, or a conductor is rotating in a magnetic field? Tell me. Please don't deviate. Don't deviate. Again, I'm asking. Induced EMF is nothing but Group of conductors rotating inside a magnetic field, or a conductor is rotating inside a magnetic field? Conductor is rotating inside a magnetic field, na? Come on, what is the dynamical energy of conductor is inside a magnetic field? How your conductor looks like? How your conductors looks like? Cylinder, right? How your conductor looks like? Cylinder, na? What is this? Radius. Correct? What is this? Length. What is the area? It is lateral surface area, na? Is it area of the conductor? Flux is flowing like this? Correct or not? Therefore, can I write that is nothing but 2 pi r into L? Can I write like that? Area of the core. Area of the core. What is that? Lateral surface area. 2 pi r into length. Length of the conductor also it is included, na? How much length is there your conductor? That much flux only will flow. Into L into omega into R. Tell me LR cancelled. Tell me this flux is a parapole only, na? How many poles you will have? Magnetic flux, is it possible to produce it by one pole? First you tell me. Magnetic flux, is it possible to produce it by one pole? Magnetic flux, is it possible to produce it by one pole? Only yes or no, that is the answer. Magnetic flux with one pole, can you produce the flux? Can you produce a flux? No. Definitely, how many minimum poles you require? How many minimum poles you require to produce flux? Minimum 2 poles you required. But in my machine I have a p poles. Per pole, this much flux is producing. If I have a p poles, how much flux will produce? Flux density is nothing but what? Total flux divided by area of the core only, na? Total flux divided by area of the core, na? How to define a total flux? How many poles are there? That much flux is called total flux. Multiplied with the p. That's what I'm asking. Multiplied with the p. Now you tell me, what is the only thing which is left? P phi omega by 2 pi. Correct? P phi omega by 2 pi. Tell me, can I write P phi omega by 2 pi? How to write? Omega by 2 pi, how to write? As we know that angular velocity omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60, na? Omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60. From that omega by 2 pi is equal to what? From that omega by 2 pi is equal to what? Omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60. From that omega by 2 pi is equal to what? Omega by 2 pi is equal to what? N by 60, na? Is it n by 60? Just take down up to here. Once if it is completed, please let me know. Still something is there. Space is not there. So once if it is completed, please let me know. Please take it down. Still something is there. Once again, this is a voltage per conductor, na? First of all, you respond quick. This is induced EMF. Is it a per conductor or whole conductors? Is it a per conductor or whole conductors? Tell me. Per conductor. What are the units? Volt per conductor. Volt per conductor. Take down. Once if it is completed, please let me know. Okay. Let us take a small problem. There are 12 conductors. I hope you are understanding what I am saying. There are 12 conductors. 4 parallel paths are there. There are 12 conductors, 4 parallel paths. Example, I am giving just an example. 12 conductors, 4 parallel path. I will come to this point. What is parallel path? There are 12 conductors, 4 parallel paths. Therefore, tell me each parallel path containing how many conductors? There are 12 conductors, 4 parallel paths. Therefore, each parallel path is containing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. When you will say all these 4 are in parallel, can I say right now all these 3 are parallel? Can I say that? Come on. Can I say all these 3 are in parallel? Quick. Can I say all these 3 are in parallel? Yes or not? Come on. So don't go anywhere. Concentrate. All these connected in parallel. So tell me, if each conductor is producing, I told you already, flux distribution should be uniform or non-uniform for any machine. Flux distribution should be uniform or non-uniform. If you distribute the flux in non-uniform, will you get pure DC? No. Always it should be uniform flux distribution. Tell me, uniform flux distribution means induced EMF per conductor should be same or different? Induced EMF per conductor should be same or different? Should be same or different? Should be same, na? It means, let me assume I have 12 conductors. Each conductor is producing E volts. Then tell me, suppose each conductor is producing E volts means, tell me, here, everywhere, flux is same or different? Flux is same or different, tell me. Because flux cuts the conductor, EMF will be induced, na? Flux cuts, therefore flux is same. Flux is same in each parallel path. Flux is same in each parallel path means the induced EMF is uniformly distributed. The flux is uniformly distributed. Correct or not? Yes. Now you tell me. This is the induced EMF which is available across here. Tell me what is the induced EMF capital E? Just you tell me, I will write. What is the induced EMF across this? How much? I will give you 3 options. 12E, 3E, 6E. How much? Perfect. 3E. Correct? Is that E volt per conductor or whole conductors? The small e is there, na? Small e. Is it volt per conductor or whole conductors voltage it is? It means that induced EMF is per conductor or whole conductors? Respond everybody. Is it per conductor or for the whole conductors? Perfect. Just now we have calculated. What is the volt per conductor we got? Just now we have calculated. P phi n by 60. Is it correct? P phi n by 60, na? You just check it previously. P phi n by 60 if I am correct. Yes? Can I write this 3 as a 12 by 4? Any problem? Can I write that 3 as 12 by 4? 4 3s are 12 only, na? Tell me. What is this 12 indicates? What is that 12 indicates? And what is that 4 indicates? Anyone tell me. 12 is the conductors. Very good. 12 is one conductor or total conductors? 12 is one conductor or total conductors? Can I say 12 is called total conductors Z, 4 is called parallel path A, P phi n by 60. Actually, what are the units? Tell me what are the units this? Come on. Volt per conductor. This is what? Z units are what? Conductor. Volt per conductor. This is a conductor. Conductor gets cancelled. Finally, you will get V only, na? I hope you have seen this formula. If I am correct. I hope you have seen that formula. E is equal to phi z by 60 into P by A. Correct? Yes. E is equal to phi z n by 60 into P by A. Where A indicates what, P indicates what, I will tell you right now. Where Z is called total number of conductors in the machine. Where P is called number of poles. Where flux is it total flux or flux per pole? That phi indicates total flux or flux per pole. Come on. Here only the pura ki pura answer. Flux is per pole or total? Flux per pole. If you want to say total flux, you have to multiply with P. Where N is turns or speed. N is turns or speed. N. Where N is turns or speed. Where N is turns or speed. Speed. Where A is, tell me, where A indicates what? Parallel paths, right? The number of parallel paths, how you will define for a machine? Basically, we have two types of winding connections that we will see after this. Once if it is completed, please quick, we don't have enough time. Please take down this. Once if it is completed, please let me know. Then I will take two more conclusions. Then today we will finish. Chalo, go ahead. Okay? See, again I am repeating. I am writing this 3 as a 12 by 4. 12 is nothing but total number of conductors as Z. 4 is nothing but number of parallel paths A. Okay? Shall I move ahead? What is A indicates? Number of parallel paths. Basically, we have two types of windings. One is lap winding, another one is wave winding. One is lap winding, another one is wave winding. Lap winding. In lap winding, number of parallel paths are equal to what? In lap winding, number of parallel paths equal to what? Come on. In lap winding, number of parallel paths equal to? Respond everybody. We don't have enough time. Number of parallel paths equal to poles. In wave winding, number of parallel paths equal to 2. Okay? Suppose there are, multiplex winding. Have you heard about? If there is a simplex winding, therefore number of parallel paths are equal to poles. If there are duplex winding, then number of parallel paths equal to 2 times of poles. If there is a triplex winding, number of parallel paths equal to 3 times of poles. Suppose if there is a m-plex winding, like this, I have so many. Suppose if I have m-plex winding, then number of parallel paths equal to kitna? If the number of parallel paths, if I have a m-plex winding, that is called plex winding. We will call it as a plex winding. M into P. Similarly, in wave winding, simplex is called, obviously A is equal to 2, na? Simplex A is equal to 2. Duplex A is equal to 2 into 2. Triplex A is equal to 3 into 2. In the same manner, if I have m-plex winding, number of parallel paths equal to m into 2. Basically, this winding design, like I hope you have studied this one. Front pitch, back pitch, commutator pitch. Have you heard about this? Coil pitch, back pitch, front pitch, commutator pitch. Have you heard about these words? Respond everybody. In DC machine, we have this kind of scenario. But actually, this is not there in the GATE syllabus. It is there in engineering services. Suppose if you are preparing, if you are a ESC aspirant, you have to go for the designing of the armature winding. Like how lap winding, front pitch is what, back pitch is what, commutator pitch is what. Like that you have to do. But whereas in GATE, last from 8 years, there is no question and there is no syllabus in that particular winding design. Okay? I hope it is clear, right? Suppose in the question, listen properly, everybody listen. Suppose in the GATE examination or whatever it may be in the problem, if they have not mentioned about a plex winding, it means whether it's a duplex or triplex or didn't mention anything, then what is the plex you have to choose? If they didn't mention anything about the plex winding, then which one you have to choose? Simplex only. I hope you know this one, simplex, but I think most of you don't know about duplex and triplex, right? That is a different scenario regarding it will comes under winding design. Okay? So in the examination, if they have not mentioned about a plex number, then what is the answer? Number of plexes are equal to 1. It is a simply simplex. If they say duplex, you have to take according to that. Have you taken this? Then we will have two more derivations. After that, we will go ahead. With your permission, shall I go ahead? Don't miss any point till end of the lecture. Every lecture, don't miss any point. Everything is interlinked. Put a next side heading: generated current or armature current. Generated current or armature current, IA. Anything you can use the word generated current or armature current. ठीक है? Listen, same I will take 12 conductors, 4 pole lap winding. Tell me, 12 conductors, 4 pole lap winding. How many parallel paths we have? 12 conductors, 4 pole lap winding. How many parallel paths you have? 12 conductors, 4 poles, lap winding, 4 parallel paths. Therefore, each parallel path containing how many conductors? Therefore, each parallel path is carrying how many conductors? Of course, 3. ठीक है? I'll ask you a simple question. Please tell me. I'm talking about generated current or armature current, right? Generated current means your armature produces some current. Can I say that? Generated current means your armature output is producing some current. Can I say that? When that current will flow? If you connect a load or disconnect a load? When that particular current will flow? If you connect a load or disconnect a load? Come on, respond quick. Connecting a load or disconnecting a load? When the generated current will flow? Yes. So the moment if I close this switch, let us assume it is a resistive load, can I say generated current will flow? Correct? Generated current will flow here. But tell me here how the current is dividing, equally or unequally? Come on, tell me. Here current is dividing equally or unequally? Come on. Current will divide, na? IA will be divided equally or unequally? Yes. Equally. Why? Because each conductor is producing same induced EMF, right? So tell me. Let us say I am giving like small I. I am giving like small I. Tell me. What is a capital IA and what is a small I? Can I say capital IA is called output current or generated current? Can I say that? IA is called output current or generated current. Can I say that? Whereas the small I indicates current carried by the per conductor or not? Yes, someone tell me. Current carried by the per conductor? Yes. Current carried by the per conductor, is it nothing but current carried by the parallel path also? I hope you understand again what I am asking. Current carried by the per conductor is also nothing but current carried by the parallel path. Therefore, now what is the relationship between these two? Can I say IA is equal to how many currents are which are coming out from this node? How many small i's are coming? How many small i's are coming? 4. Can I say 4I? Therefore, I want to know what is the current flowing in each parallel path or current carried by each conductor. Therefore, small I is nothing but IA. IA by what? Can I say small I is nothing but IA by 4? But what is 4? Come on, tell me. What is 4? Parallel path. Shabash. Parallel path. Because look at here. This current is carried by the parallel path only, na? Parallel path. Therefore, the current carried by each parallel path is how much? Generated current by number of parallel paths. ठीक है? देखो एक बार, देखो. Tell me if this is the generated current. Look at here. This is the generated current. This is our generated voltage, right? Obviously, your armature will produce voltage, na? This is my generated voltage, this is my generated current, correct? Tell me, product of generated voltage and product of generated current. Product of generated voltage and current is called what? Generated voltage and current is called what? Generated voltage and generated current. Whose product is called? Can I say it is power generated? Generated power? Yes or no? The power which is generated by the armature is nothing but product of generated voltage Eg and generated current Ia. Whose product is nothing but generated power? Yes or not? Yes. ठीक है. एक बार बताओ. You tell me one thing. Current carried by the each parallel path is same means what is the resistance offered by the each conductor? Current carried by the each parallel path is same means what is the resistance offered by the each parallel path? Same or different? Equal. Shabash. Let us assume each conductor is having a small r resistance. Let us assume each conductor having small r resistance. Small r resistance. So I want to calculate armature resistance. Yes. The current which is coming out from the armature, you are calling it as armature voltage. The resistance, can I call it as armature resistance? Tell me. Armature resistance. What is the armature resistance of this? Is it 3R or 3R by 4? Armature resistance, is it 3R or 3R by 4? Come on. Is it 3R or 3R by 4? One answer. 3R or 3R by 4? Why? 1, 2, 3. 3 small r which are in parallel 4 na? So 3R by 4. RA is equal to 3R by 4. Can I write 12 into R by 4 into 4? Can I write like that? Any doubts? Can I write 3R by 4 like that? 12 into small r by 4 into 4? Can I write like that? Now you tell me. What is 12? What is 12? What is 12? What is 12? Come on. Conductor. Shabash, conductor. What is 4? What is 4 into 4? What is 4 is called? What is 4 is called? What is 4 is called? Pola. Look at that. Parallel path. Of course, poles and parallel paths are same, na? 4, can I call it as a parallel path? Yes. 4 into 4 is nothing but 4 square. Then can I write it as a parallel path square? Therefore, the armature resistance of a machine is nothing but total number of conductors into the resistance offered by the each conductor divided by A square. Tell me, this calculation, pura ki pura calculation we are doing for lap winding or wave winding? Tell me. This pura ki pura calculation we are dealing with lap winding or wave winding? Lap. For example, this is lap. Now, for example, if I have a wave winding, tell me what is armature resistance? If I have a wave winding, how to calculate armature resistance? Tell me how many parallel paths will be there? If it is a wave winding, how many parallel paths will be there? How many parallel paths? I want everybody should understand. 2 parallel paths. Then each parallel path having how many conductors? Then each parallel path will have how many conductors? 6 conductors. Therefore, equivalent resistance will be, you have 4 parallel paths, that is you got TR by 4. If you have 2 parallel paths, what is its equivalent resistance will be? Equivalent resistance will be 2 parallel paths means what? 6 conductors. Correct? 6 are in parallel with 6 are na? That is 3R. Yes or not? Perfect. can I write 3R is nothing but 6R by 2? Am I correct? Is it 6R by 2? How to write 6R? 6 is nothing but what? Come on. 12 into R by 2 into 2. Which is nothing but what? Z into R by A square, na? Is it Z into R by A square or not? Tell me. 12 is nothing but Z. R is nothing but resistance of the conductor. 2 and 2 are called what? Lap winding or wave winding. Wave winding is a parallel path. Wave winding number of parallel paths are equal to 2. Therefore, 2 into 2 is called 2 square. It means, can I say A square? Now you tell me, which resistance is less? Which resistance? Directly from that you can look it and tell me, which resistance is less? Armature resistance or which resistance? Like, lap winding or wave winding? Which resistance is less? You have to say this point of time. Please don't sit idle. Tell me, which armature resistance is less? Lap or wave? Lap or wave? Everybody should respond. Everybody. Yes. Lap winding. Why? You look at here. This is also 12R. This is also 12R. This is divided with 16. This is divided with 4. Therefore, can I say that the armature resistance offered by the lap winding is lesser than the wave winding? The armature winding resistance is offered by the lap winding is lesser than the wave winding. Yes, of course. Then what are the consequences? If you have a less resistance, if you have a high resistance, which application we will use, that we will see in the next lecture. Okay? So, this is about today's lecture.